Hello everyone, this is me, TimeLiarG, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. I'm going to be showing off another oddity in the game. This is one that I actually forgot existed. Well, one part of the oddity anyway. I obviously know that this specific armor set exists. It's just the shield portion to it is something that's pretty unknown. I've actually seen posts online saying that people have never seen this before. I've never seen this before. So you have to go talk to Moglin here, and everyone already knows about the butterfly armor, of course. I've already purchased it, as you can see. Now, this is something I always found very strange here, and don't worry, this butterfly armor is not the specific item I'm going to be talking about in the video, so... you can see there's just three pieces here. You have the chest piece, which is the moon butterfly wings. Then you got the wrist, which is the moon butterfly cuffs, and you have the skirt, which is obviously the moon butterfly skirt. So I'm going to be heading back to the bonfire now, and you can tell just by that Majula is in New Game +1. I actually thought it was in +2, but it's in +1 right now, so... you know what? Before I actually go and do this, let me head back into Moglin's shop here, because this is where the oddity actually takes place. You know, the moonlight armor is pretty strange, but... there's something even stranger, so let me climb up his ladder here. As you can see, there is a chest here. Now, normally this gives a regular small Titanite shard, and as you can see, it's actually a large Titanite shard because Majula is in +2, and I actually love... oh, I'm using Dark Souls 1 controls, give me a second. So, something I love about Dark Souls 2 is all the things you can miss in it. That's what makes the game really memorable, is all these little details, all the really intricate things that's a part of the game. It's just astounding how much work and care they put into this, even though it's just scraps of the original developers, just things they produced, the art team produced for the original director. Not the original developer, you know what I mean. But let me go ahead and use another bonfire aesthetic here. Just waiting for the text to go away here. So now that Majula is in New Game +2, let's head over to Moglin again. And there's a few odd things about this, right? So there's something else I'm going to be talking about, obviously. Let me just head in here. And again, this is still not the item, all right? This is not the item that I'm going to be talking about, but when Majula is in New Game +2, you also have the moon butterfly hat. So the leggings, the wrist piece, the chest piece... these are New Game +1, and this is New Game +2, the moon butterfly hat. Obviously not going to wear this around any NPCs because what the outfit does, is, if you don't know, is it poisons just any kind of enemy, any kind of NPC that's standing near you, so be very careful when you're using it. The moon butterfly hat made from wings of the rare moon butterfly, poisons those who approach its wearer. Little is known about the moon butterfly, which only appears on full moon nights in winter. Some say the butterfly is a magical being, and its larvae have never once been spotted. In effect, poison nearby foes. And that's pretty much the same for every other piece here. The strange thing is that I don't know if this is per piece or it's just the leggings, but it actually reduces fall damage, apparently. I think it's actually every single piece. It might just be the leggings. Like I said, this is not what I'm going to be talking about because it just gets stranger here. Basically. Let me just try to find the hat. There's the moon butterfly hat. I actually really like the design of this set. This is a very cool looking set, especially the transparency on the wings. I understand why the skirts doesn't have transparency on it. Alright, and I understand that this outfit kind of makes you look, come on, it does look kind of cool, you know? And you can see it makes you glide through the air as well, like a fairy. It makes you just glide through the air like that. Pinions made from wings of the rare moon butterfly. Poisons those who approach its wearer. Also extends jump distance. Little is known about the moon butterfly. We already read that before. Increases length of jump. Poisons nearby foe. Increases length of jump. So you can see that these have different descriptions here. So the skirt and the chest piece are probably the ones that reduce fall damage, considering they're the only ones that have those description on it with the effect. I'm assuming that's how it works. It's been a long time since I've actually read the descriptions on these armor pieces here. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put on my old armor here. Anyway, as you can see, you have the quote-unquote full butterfly outfit here, the moon butterfly outfit, but that's actually not the entire outfit. That is not the entire set. Armor-wise, I guess it is, but there is another piece to the set, which on New Game Plus 2, and only on New Game Plus 2, you can find up here in his attic. Now, watch this. This is so bizarre. Why is this not in his shop? Look at this. There is the Moon Butterfly Shield, and that's an item that I completely forgot actually existed in Dark Souls 2. So, let me just go ahead and examine this here. And it pretty much has the same description. It's a little bit different here. So, Moon Butterfly Shield. Shield depicting the moon butterfly, a decorative shield not intended for battle, but effective at poisoning foes. Little is known about the moon butterfly. It's the same description. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. That is actually an awesome shield. So I might actually use this for some fashion souls here. I almost said Fashionscape. I keep, always have RuneScape on my mind, but yeah, look at that. So there's a few things of note about this shield. I'm actually heading over to the channel's favorite, McDuff over here. And what we're gonna do, and you don't technically need to do this for the shield, but it makes the build-up much faster. So you probably already know what I'm talking about here. I'm going to go to the infused weapon, and I actually forgot if I have okay, I do have a poison stone here. So we're gonna infuse the Moon Butterfly Shield with poison. And I'm going to reinforce it as well. Going to reinforce this as well, because why not, right? Why not reinforce the shield to plus 10? I actually don't have... Oh, no, I do. I do have enough Titanite for it. Alright, so we have our... I'm going to have to go grind for some more Titanite chunks. But here's the stats of the shield at plus 10 if anyone's curious. As you can see. Look at that poison, by the way. Look at that. Alright, so I'm going to test the poison buildup on this shield here. Let me just two-hand it real fast. And just going to use the shield bash. I'm not going to use any heavy attacks, just the light ones. So that was 3 hits, and you can see he's already taking poison damage there. Now, this probably isn't that useful. I mean, you can already use the darts and everything. Or the throwing knives, rather, I should say. So this isn't that useful at all. There's probably some situation. You could probably make some type of challenge run with this. I mean, someone's probably done that before. I think I've seen a few PvP videos back in the day of this shield. People use, or maybe just the entire set. I'm not sure, but you can see my engraved gauntlets kicked in there. That's why I love wearing these things. It's pretty much the best gauntlets in the entire game. You have that critical hit chance, but yeah, this is such an awesome. Well, that design in the middle could probably use some work. I don't know why it looks like there's fur there. Like, I know that the moon butterflies, they have this, I guess they do have kind of a fur texture on it. And, you can put on the fursuit leggings here as well if you wanted to. And there you go. I was thinking about wearing my fursuit for the video, but I decided not to. I'm just using my vessel here, my face. All right, I'm back here in Majula just in case people got tired of hearing McDuff work on his blacksmith anvil. A lot of people have blacksmith fatigue nowadays, so just figured I would head back to Majula here. So yeah, no, it's a pretty cool looking shield, and like I said, I'm pretty sure you could use this for some challenge run, or there might be some niche uses for the poison effect here. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this shield. I just wanted to talk about a few things here. So I want to mention the oddity of Moglin not selling the shield inside of his shop. You can see that, I don't know if this was some programming quirk, but you would think that he'd be able to actually sell the shield here. It's just strange that it doesn't update his stock. It instead appears in the chest that starts as a small Titanite, then a large Titanite, and then the Moon Butterfly Shield. If you're curious, nothing happens in New Game Plus 3 or New Game Plus 4, etc. Nothing actually happens with this chest. This is the last item you get out of it. So it is quite the oddity. It's a very strange thing. I don't think this thing decreases your fall damage or, negates fall damage. I don't think it does anything like that. I probably would have known about that already. But like I said, I actually forgot this shield exists, so... it's a very cool shield, though. Not just design-wise, but, also stat-wise. With that effect going on there, it's awesome. So something else I wanted to mention here, and it has to do with also the chest in the attic that contains this shield, but also Moglin himself, because I don't think he's connected with this armor in any sort of way. And you could say the same thing about the Oro set as well. You know, the invisible armor set. You can also get the visible version as well. But we're just talking about the butterfly set here. I feel like this is something that was lost in development. I'd like to hear some comments on what you guys think this armor set was originally intended for, if it was originally intended for something else. You know, obviously, it could have always been with Moglin, but, you know, with the director shift and everything, and them, you know, dumping all the boss armor on Moglin, I just felt like it was intended for something else, you know, because Moglin has no connection to this armor whatsoever, and again, you could consider that with the Oro set too. Or, hey, any of the boss armor too, I guess, but this feels different. With the shield being upstairs in his shop and everything, I feel like this is a little bit different. And of course, the Oro set, he actually just gives it to you, the entire set. This just feels strange. I don't know if any of you have any theories on what this could originally have been meant for. Maybe there was actually a moon butterfly boss. Maybe, you know what I feel like this could have been used for? You know, why didn't they actually just use this armor set for the moon butterflies themselves as a reward for finding all of them, or something along those lines? Because they are hidden all over the place around the game. That might have actually been a Scholar of the First Sin thing, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know if they added more locations for those, or I think they were in vanilla. I think they were in the vanilla game. You can kind of see it's like strange with his hitbox and everything. It definitely takes a while to take effect, though. It's not worth it to wear this. And well, okay, if you're using some kind of poison build, you know, maybe it's worth it, but as you can see, it takes way too long. It takes way too long to actually activate. And that's pretty much it. That's all I really have to talk about here. Like I said, I don't have any other kind of commentary for it. I would like to make a longer video talking about it, but... Oh, my bad. Sorry, Shanalot. Almost got the Emerald Herald with it there. So that's going to be it. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. May God bless your day, your week, your month, your life, and I'll see you all around. Feel free to subscribe if you like the videos on my channel, and also you can leave a comment, your own theories on the armor, like I said, or if you want to comment something completely different, then feel free to do so. But that's it. Farewell, everyone. Until the next video. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.